April 21, 2017. Had some issues with alfalfa stands this year, and the first thing you want to really consider is what does the producer need in order to take care of his beef cows, dairy cows, or other kind of animals. So my understanding is you need to continue to have this field producing for you, but you want to understand what's happening here, and we'll kind of take a look at some of the injury that happened, and then we'll move on to how we can make it better for the season at this date. So January came and we ended up having some heavier rains, and it actually froze and left kind of a lake kind of an effect. Anytime there's water standing that have ice on it, the chances of the plant to have oxygen kind of goes down and usually kills the plant. Compounded with that, in 2016 we had moisture standing as well. So, and that's one of the things that we notice in this plant that we've dug up is the rotting of the root, and it'll continue on all the way down into the place where it just won't be a productive plant at all. You can see that plants around it are about 4 or 5 inches tall, but this just isn't going to make it at all. So again, to be able to continue to use this stand the way it is today, I think if you would either plant Italian ryegrass, orchard grass, possibly oats if that suits too, just to give you some more tonnage off this piece of ground, that would work well. So one of the things that we could do in this situation where it's maybe 3% of your acres is just go back in with a brilliant or a cedar, just open the ground up and plant some grass or Italian ryegrass, orchard grass, possibly even some oats if that would suit you in terms of your beef operation. That would work too. So anytime we want to plant those seeds, they only have to go in very, very shallow. So it's just a matter of opening the ground up enough and sealing it, and nature should take its course.
The Brilliant's going to be enough? We can just run the Brilliant without coming in here with a drag or anything?
It just opens the ground up enough. You only need an eighth of an inch to get that seed in the ground to get it to germinate. We're going to take a look at how would you evaluate having an adequate stand for alfalfa. And we're going to take a couple different places so you get a good feel for it. So you normally get your ruler out, your measuring stick out, and you go a foot by a foot. So we're talking from about there to about here. And you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 crowns. 4 crowns within that square foot. That's not enough to give you the tonnage that you're looking for. You normally, in a 3 to 4 year stand, you'd like to see at least 5 within this setting. So this is a substandard, but this was an area that was affected by the moisture during 2016 and probably had some root damage to it. As you can see, here's a plant that is having a challenge coming up. And would have been the 5th one, but it just isn't strong. I'm going to take a look at a stand that would be serviceable for another year or 2 or maybe 3, depending on how well it comes through the weather, plus how well it's fed during the course of the season. So again, you take that foot by a foot, so we're here to here, and you can see that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good crowns. That'll give you the kind of yields you're going to expect out of your 3 or 4 year stand.